So here we are, May 6th, 2021. So today this is for my husband, and I'm thinking 32 years ago we got married, and boy, way before that our relationship started, and so this video is dedicated to you. And there were some times in my life where things, you cross circumstances or you remember specific things, but about this guy, my husband, I've got to tell you this quick story. So we were coming back from Florida on an airplane, and I met Mr. and Mrs. Markle when I was 16 years old, and I was kind of attracted to their extremely handsome son. And so we just kind of went out every now and then, and those were the days back in Ohio, in Warren specifically, where the van ends were huge. Everyone had a van that was cool, and of course my husband had an amazing looking van. And I'm going to post some pictures in here at the end to show you that van. So, but he had this amazing reddish blonde hair, and he was just gorgeous, every bit of him. He was just so attractive. And so by the time I was 18, we'd only seen each other a few times, and boyfriends come and go. And right before I was getting ready to go to Florida, I ran back into him, and at that time he was actually with another lady. And so I went off to Florida, and there was a baby on the way by his girlfriend, and this is kind of a quirky story, but I thought, oh my God. So he was not even thinking about a relationship with me, and his loss at that time, because I was young and 18. So fast forward, Florida came, and I went there for a few years and married and divorced, and I came back, and when I was 24 years old, just 6 years later, I was at a bar called the Blarney Stone in Warren, Ohio. For those friends and family from Warren, you remember that bar? So that was not the bar that I would normally go to. I was more like a VIP girl, dancing, putting my little outfits on with my girlfriends. But my girlfriend was home. Her husband was in the Navy, and her name was Lori, and she wanted to go to that bar. And oh my God, thank you, Lori Conway, formerly Lori Hunt, all those years ago, for taking me to the Blarney Stone, because that is where I ran back into Michael. And the line that he used, I always remind him, he would, when I walked by, he said, I would know those eyes anywhere. Well, I knew immediately who he was, but I tried to act like I didn't, because, anyway, so here we are. I'm 24 years old, and at that time, we started dating, and there's just no looking back. I'm now almost 60, and I'm not going to say exactly, but I'm almost 60, and I've been with him ever since. And I have to say, when it comes to husbands, we've been through some changes. We've had children together. We've raised a family together. I've been in a career our whole relationship, and Michael was at a Warren Republic Steel for a while, and then of course it changed hands to different things. And but we stuck out a lot of drama in our life, when we were younger, family drama, children's drama, our drama. And I remember thinking to myself, there's this guy that I'm madly in love with, and I get to spend my life with him. I remember when we were saying I do, I was chewing gum. I'm going to take you back a minute. And when we were saying our vows, I'm chewing gum, and my Aunt Novella Barron from Pennsylvania said, spit out your gum. My sister said, Thelma Sindeldecker, spit out your gum. And I was so nervous because I was marrying the love of my life, and I just needed that gum. I'm a gum chewer anyway. So we got married, and oh my gosh, I know I'm regressing here, but I just want to say the wedding was so much fun. We got married at Packard Music Hall, or Packard Park, a shelter pavilion in Warren, Ohio, and my gosh, what a party. It rained that day, so our outdoor perfect wedding was completely blown out of the water. And so the two limos came together, and we were on the phones with each other. And what happened? We ended up just makeshifting our wedding, and we ended up going into the shelter house, and that is where we had our wedding. And oh my God, it was so fun. And of course, all of our relatives were alive at that time. And when I watched the video, it's so amazing because I can see all of them in there dancing, having fun, laughing, and talking. So those of you that are anticipating marriage, make sure you take a video, because as the years pass on, it will be invaluable to you. And anyway, the wedding was really a lot of fun, and I just couldn't still believe I was marrying the man of my life. And but we had fun. We went off to Vegas, and I just went through the money, and I would go over and scoop by my husband because I knew he had more money. And hence, that is the same thing. It's been the thread with him. He always has money in his pocket, and you know, I rarely do. So, but I just genuinely love my husband. And today on our anniversary, he posted a few quirky pictures, but I'm sending you this personal video, and I love you, and I know this video will be around way after we're gone, and our children and our grandchildren and great-grandchildren can watch and see how much their grandmother talked about their grandfather. And what a great life. Okay, I had to take a small pause, so let me get back in the camera here. So I just wanted to say that my marriage has been amazing. We have 4 children. There is Shaylin, there is Sheena, Michael Jr., and Matthew. And what a family. We have 5 grandchildren after 32 years of marriage. And it's just been so interesting. All of them have something different that they bring into our lives. And you know, when you have children, they do change your life and they add to your life. And all you can do is hope that you do the best you can raising them and showing them love. And I think that my husband and I did all that we could do and who we were throughout our years to be the loving parents. And so after 32 years, here we are saying, wow, let's walk down memory lane. If I can get my wedding video posted, I am going to post it, because in that video is just so many family members, like I mentioned earlier in this video, and I'm sure that there's lots of people that would love to see some of those that we love that have already passed on. So Michael, here I am. I have a lot of crazy stories, but I've decided this video could get way too long. Maybe next year, to be continued. I love you, baby, and thank you for such an amazing life. And I'm just so grateful that we're together, and you are just the ultimate husband, father, grandfather, person, friend, and you've just made my life one interesting time. I love you. Bye, baby.